Bonjour, I am Sandrine. Together, we will learn about the infinite quantum and galactic realms so we can embody more of our multidimensionality and accelerate our ascension.
So why is this so powerful to be able to receive channel content that aligns with our soul when the soul is so connected, when the soul is so like, yes, this is for me, I'm ready, I am open. It is because therefore this content that is coded at a very high frequency is going to start bypassing the mind and all the limiting beliefs of the mind, all the fears that are still present and locked into our system, all the density that still resides within our being. And basically these teachings, these frequencies being channeled, these new codes are simply going to penetrate straight away the heart portal. And the heart portal is the cosmic heart. It is the soul. Remember, I saw that we were born from the codes coming into a cosmic heart. And this cosmic heart is actually within us. And when we start realizing that, we can reclaim more of our sovereignty, we can be more empowered into the decisions we take, into receiving teachings, receiving mentorship, and going to learn some spiritual teachings from other coaches and mentors and teachers. So I'm sharing this with you because this coded content is very much like that. It is bypassing the mind completely, because if we start engaging through the mind, it doesn't fucking make sense. It's like, and what about this? And what about that? And it doesn't make sense with this. And I don't understand that. And it is because of the reason that our mind is very limited. Like, our mind is very powerful. Yes, we have an amazing computer there. We love our mind. We always see it with so much gratitude, and we see all the, upper fractal frequencies that our mind is, it's intelligent, we can rationalize life, we can think, we can, have new equations coming and find solutions. We are so resourceful, but still the mind is limited from the 3D reality that we are in. It is limited by our conscious minds, by our fears, by society, and also simply by neural pathways that are not yet fully accessed. And therefore, when we start receiving very advanced quantum teachings, if we start analyzing it with the mind, then it creates a lot of heat in the head. And therefore, we might start disregarding this as not making sense, not being interesting, being woo-woo work, because actually, like, the mind doesn't really understand. This is how it's so important, why it's so important to really be able to open the heart and to receive content. And it feels good. If it feels good and we feel this kind of opening up of our field, then it means that it is as simple as that. That is our truth. What is shared is actually part of our inner truth. We feel it. And when we feel it, we don't need to understand it. Because we feel it and we allow this feeling to come, we welcome these feelings to come, we align our human into a receptive mode. It means that these frequencies start coming literally inside of us. They start coming inside of us, and these frequencies are going to come and penetrate all our cells, all the way to our DNA, to the subatomic level, and it's going to start reprogramming all the DNA all the way to subatomic level. It's going to basically start reprogramming all of our particles with higher frequencies. And therefore, the shift happen within the physical human, and also, of course, in the brain, because we have all of that in the brain. And therefore, literally, these new frequencies are the ones that are going to initiate the awakening of certain dormant neurons in the brain. And when these neurons in the brain awaken, they start, literally, like, it's observed through scans, like the neurons start, creating light, and they start firing light, and therefore all the neurons around, they feel that stimuli, they're going to start creating light as well. And next thing you know, boom, they create a new neural pathways, and boom, another one, and boom, another one. And all of a sudden, our consciousness increases, our ability to understand with our human brain increases. So therefore, when we receive the initial transmission again, it makes more sense. We can actually understand it at a higher level. So this is the energetic biology of receiving advanced quantum teaching from the heart. Our role is simply to have higher discernment of the frequency felt, because if the frequency feels like we are closing up, it means that this information is not beneficial to us. We don't force it. We don't know why with our conscious mind. It is as simple as that. And here, I would like to invite you to practice that. It's an exercise that I would like you to practice with every content that you receive, my content, and also the content of other channels and healers and spiritual teachers out there. Because in the Aquarius age, as you might know, there is a huge awakening happening, right? So many of us are downloading, connecting with advanced star races, with our intuition and so on. And that's absolutely wonderful. This is so exciting. This is happening, guys. It's happening. And also when we start observing that, I myself observe as a quantum teacher and as, you know, like the founder of the university, I observe that a lot of people, because it's something completely new, they don't really know how to have this filter in place, as I shared with you before. Like I have filters, so I only receive information from these advanced star races for that purpose, for that mission pillar, for that mission pillar, for that mission pillar, right? But a lot of people, they don't really know what they're doing. And the quantum is infinite. So there's all sorts of frequencies out there, for very low frequency to very high advanced frequencies. And a lot of people who start receiving teachings, unfortunately, they don't understand the principle of resonance between the microcosm and the macrocosm. It means that simply they haven't done enough work on themselves to be able to access and only access higher level of frequency download. So it's kind of this download, they oscillate between like average to kind of low frequency, to be honest, to higher level of frequency, but they're not stabilized because they don't do the work on themselves. Remember, like our microcosm creates our macrocosm. So if I still have a lot of anger and sadness and judgment, if I don't work on myself continuously in becoming more and more relaxed, more loving, more connected, more free, then it means simply that all the body of work and the downloads that I receive, they're going to be of lesser frequency, and the power is not there, the clarity is not there, and it's all over the place. And this is why it's important for you, my friend, listening to this, to place this discernment filter, as I have explained. Does my soul resonate to this? Is this expensive? Is this big? Do I feel like it's a big fuck yes? Or is this no? Because for me, most of the time it's a no. Most of the time it's a no because of that reason. Because the people who channel that, they are amazing souls. You know, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm not judging anyone. It's simply that they are downloading really things that are beautiful and amazing, and that will serve a certain pool of frequency of people. But for me, like the pool of frequency that I'm choosing to receive from is of the highest level of frequencies available on Earth. And there are very few people who have that, that access, because they are actually embodied into these frequencies, right? So this is how we reclaim our sovereignty, and this is how we filter information, okay? So I'm sharing this with you because I am never there to convince people to buy my online course, to join my university, to join the workshop. I'm never there to convince people. And this is an invitation. If you on this chat now, or on this transmission, or on the replay, you have also a business, you know, serving others as a light leader, like always come as an invitation, understanding that what we channel is not for everyone. So this is why I'm giving you these keys. It's because I love you, and I don't want you to feel that you need to invest in anything that I offer, because this is the way to. There are many ways for you to explore. You know, there are many different pool of frequencies and everything else there. Like if it's a big fuck yes for you, you go for that. So this is why I only work with people that have like 100% devotion to their spiritual journey, and that I know within their whole being, their whole particle, their whole subatomic level, that they are ready to work with me, because that's a big fuck yes, and it means that they're already connected to the heart. So this is the level of devotion to my service, and the souls that I work with that I have is that I'm not there for the money, I am there for the heart connection. Okay, so that's also something that you might like to place in your reality, so you can serve with more divinity and humility and reciprocity as well.
If you enjoy this, you will love Fractal Alchemy 5D Quantum University. Please visit my website sandrines.com for more information.